Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and someone questioned how I did this, and to be honest with you, it had been, I think I did it in 2012. This is 2018. It's been like 6 years, and there's what it looks like hanging on my daughter's wall. 6 years ago, it took me a long time to do that, and he actually found it in a video I made that's just, if you want to ever see it, it's just, I just called it just showing off things I've made with my epilogue laser. Well, to do this, you need this font right here, and you can get this font from DA Fonts, and just download that font, and you'll have this font, and this is the font. That's the way it comes. That's a font, and you type in capital letters. Let's just take let's go capital. Let's take the letter R and change it to that font. And that's what it looks like. It's pretty cool. So remember, when you do get it, type in capital letters. But I'm going to do the S because this is what we did. I've done before. Click on your font, and then you need to go to Arrange and Break Curve Apart. Go up and left click, right click on a hairline. Let's double select it again and break curve apart, and just see if we can't get rid of these two outlines we do not need. We do not need any of these, so let's delete them all. But let's group this together with Control G, and I'm going to get rid of this one, and I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. Then I'm just going to take a box, and these squares are 18 by 18. It doesn't matter what you start with, but I'm going to take a box and I hit P and put it on the keyboard, put it in the center of the page. I press P. I've got a vertical line and a horizontal line. I'm going to press P, put them in the center of the page. So now I've got 4 squares. And I've already done one up here. Now I'm not going to do all 4 squares, but I'm going to show you how easy this is to do. Our squares, right now, the whole thing is only 8.5 inches. But we need to, if we were going to do this side, we need to jump all the way over. So we're going to make our nudge factor 15 inches. Then just take your Smart Fill tool and fill in. Let's go, let me back up here. I changed computers. Let's make this black. And let's go no outline. And I'm just going to left click the mouse and then move my arrow key over, and see it put it over there. So you can zoom in and get all these parts that are small, and I'm just going to hit the right arrow key. So I'm going to do all these parts, and it might be helpful if you could see both, so you wouldn't duplicate and I'm not going to say I have to do them all for the video, but whoop, I actually I got past my line. Okay, here we go. We only want up to that line. And it would definitely help if you could see both ones you're doing. And I can't see that we did this. So for the video, that's good enough. I see a part like right here in the middle that I probably missed. And there is I'm questioning, but I think it's good. Then just take this and left click, right click, and now you've got hairlines that's going to cut this out. Now let's just move this out of the way for a minute, and you would want to do all 4 squares. And let's group this together with a Control G and hit P and put it in the center of the page. It's about 4.1, so we're going to draw a box that's 4.2 holding down the control button, making it even. 4.2, 4.2, and hit P. There's one of your squares already done. It would need to be a little bit bigger. It all depends on your wood or what kind of frame you're in. I'm going to hold down the control key and make that box a little bit bigger and hit P on the keyboard. So now you've got an outline. Now you could double check it with your smartphone tool and go outside your area, and it looks pretty good. So you would just do the other 4 sections and run them separately and make a frame. I'm actually a woodworker, so I actually just cut a groove into these frames. So they're not like a dado or a picture on the back. They're actually, and I used a product called Hardy Board. It's like MDF, but a lot harder. It paints excellent. It doesn't really warp. But anyway, that name of the font at www.dafont.com. Anyway, so someone asked me how to do that, and then there you go. And like I said, all you have to do is the other 4 squares and you're done. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.